This conference will now be recorded.
And all of them, Ken would say that that's acceptable as consistent. All right, good morning, everyone. It's 11:10 on Wednesday, January 27th, 2021 for the weekly Board of Estimate and Apportionment meeting. Present are Mayor Rich David, Lee Rogers, John Paddock, Ray Standish, Lori Cliff, Chuck Shiger, Ken Frank, Jared Cram. First order of business is approval of the minutes. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
John Paddock, second. Ray Standish, on favor?
Aye.
There's only one item on the agenda for new business, and that's the offer to purchase 3 bids for 40 Medford Street. So we are opening the bids. We don't need to read anything to the record, or do we?
Just who they're from.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and do that, Lee? Just read into the record who they're from.
So the first one is from James Pickle, 39 Medford.
So if I can interrupt, what happens with these bids on the property, they're not only an amount, but what the potential uses are. So we're really just acknowledging which bids we've received, and then they'll be circulated to various departments. We'll get input from those departments, and then we'll make a determination.
Very good.
Ken, do you want to read this purchase?
Well, that's why I don't want to go through, because they're all going to have little different prices and what they're using, and that's what we can circulate and discuss at the, when we're ready to make a determination.
We're not going to make a decision off the lowest, this is the highest bid. We're going to take.
Correct. It's
Best
not
use.
just the highest bid, it's based on use, and so
Okay,
we're not
just
gonna.
read the next one, who has submitted. Okay.
So the next one is from Jonathan Rigdon.
And this is an address, is he a neighbor?
He doesn't say.
Okay. It will say on the sheet where he lives.
46 Medford.
46 Medford, okay? And then we can just do the third sheet. Put it with those while we're doing that.
Medford, is that put on that?
And this one looks like it's actually 40 Hodge Street.
What's the name of the?
The applicant is,
So you're saying he's not looking to purchase 40 Medford, he's looking to purchase another property?
right,
Okay,
Madison Fedoris. for 40
Okay.
Hodge.
so this one is unrelated to 40 Medford. It is a offer to purchase for another parcel, but we just opened it now, so, all right. So, let's start with planning. We will motion forward to planning for review. And then it'll be distributed from there?
Yes.
To different
Yes.
code and assessment and legal and mayor's office, okay.
Motion.
Ken Frank, do we have a second?
Second.
John Paddock, on favor? Aye. All right,
Now, I'd like to add something to the agenda. I'm going to make a motion for the Board of Estimate and Apportionment to go into executive session to discuss pending litigation. From a technical standpoint, we have to stop this meeting, and then we would have to send out invites and links to a brand new meeting when we came out. Rather than doing that, what I'm representing on the record is that after executive session, there won't be any further discussion, there won't be any motions. The only motion that will be made is to adjourn. And the clerk will record that. Right, so I'm going to make a motion now that we go into executive session to discuss pending litigation, and that after that, there'll be no further motions.
what are you saying?